Thank you so much for coming back and watching my channel. My name is Rebecca. This is my YouTube channel, the NightDreamer.Chronicles, where I will be videoing with two different playlists. Well, like the two main playlists will be Booktube and FlossTube, which is for cross stitching for FlossTube, and Booktube, which are for books and journaling. But I will have like other playlists that you can go check out for when I do like wrap-ups. For FlossTube, it will be like the whip parades and stuff like that. So those will always be like for the public, minus my privates. Okay, so like I said, my name is Rebecca. On Instagram, I go by the NightDreamer_bookworm for Bookstagram. Today is Sunday. It's Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all the mothers of human children, mothers to all the fur babies. You know what I mean. Today's video is like another reintroduction and then redoing of my planner because my previous channel was hacked, so I had to delete it and create a new one. It was a big thing. But I have a new journal that I started because I kind of abandoned my other journal because it got copied. Yes, I need to start learning not to have open containers near my journaling stuff. So I'll be showing you a flip through of everything that's in my journal, plus going through January through April. So once I get into there, you'll see that in March, it has more pages than the other. It's just because I got behind. So I'm not going to remember everything from January to and February. So I just made like a single thing. And for April, it's going to be the same thing because I was behind. But I'm hoping for May and June that it'll have all the pages that I need in there. I don't know if I'll ever do like journaling videos because, like I said, I'm still new to all this. So I'm not really sure how to do like voiceovers and stuff. I'm learning as I go. So you'll be probably seeing that kind of content later, but I don't know right now. Some apple juice in my new little Mamasaurus cup that I got from my daughter and my boyfriend for Mother's Day. Right now they are off to his mother's house while I get some me time. So I decided let's try to get some filming done because I'm behind on all my filming stuff. I'm behind on my posts for Instagram, book reviews. And right now I'm in the middle of about 2-3 readathons because like I said, I'm like new, so I'm finding out all of these readathons and for like weekends or the monthlies or for the yearlies. So I'm behind on everything. But this is also, this year is more of learn as I go. So that next year, because in January, I'm going to be setting up my 2027, which then I might be able to be more on track because when I did this, I was doing it in like what, maybe March or something. And I was like just redoing it. I'm learning how to get photos. What kind of stickers do I like? What the pins I like, everything. This is a year of learning. So it's going to be chaotic. So let's get into a small introduction. My name is Rebecca. I am 34. I live in Sacramento, California. It is currently very hot right now. I have a dog who you might hear sometimes. I have a daughter who's almost 2 in the next week or so. She was born on the 18th. You might see her or because usually I try to film when she's napping. My videos are going to be chaotic, by the way. I love to read. I love to journal, which I have 2 types of journals. It's going to be my physical journal I'm going to show you and my digital journal that I created in the last month or so. So that's going to be fun. I might do like a journal with me, like for digital on my Instagram. and then maybe do like a journaling here on Booktube or Booktube. So we'll see. Let's see. I work from home. So I'm here like 24/7. Barely had time for myself. I'm hoping that this microphone helps. I hope that I didn't do anything. I don't know. Yeah, there's really not, I'm not that exciting, really. I'm not. I can tell you that my main favorites for reads is romance. I'm a big romance reader, so I read pretty much all subgenres of romance. So like dark romance, erotic, fantasy. There's going to be time period, so historical, time traveling, paranormal, everything. And then I love a lot of good tropes. So I was going through my Kindle, because I have a Kindle and I have a Nook for a Barnes & Noble account. My Kindle has more than my Nook. So, but I was going through, and I do have a lot of assortment. So I have fairy tale retellings. I have MC, which is motorcycle clubs. I have billionaires. I have mafia. I have, I don't even know. I'm starting to get into my dark romance ones. So yeah. And then I just discovered advanced reader copy stuff. So I've been doing some of that. Because I never really used to, like, I would just read and that was it. I didn't journal it and I didn't review it. But now I'm in my review era. Because I would like to be a part of that, where I can read an advanced reader copy of my favorite authors, which I'm starting to have some new ones, because I used to love just getting the small ones, which were like $7.99, which gave me a lot of books. Now we have to go to the bigger ones, and I'm liking my pretty books too. So like pretty hardcovers, the sprayed edges. I'm in that era now. So. Yeah, so that will be another video where I will be showing you all of the ebooks, my ARCs, and my physical books that I've read from January to April. I've also started to collect these cards. Like, they were pretty cheap. I don't remember the exact amount, but they were cheap, and you get like 160. So that's a couple years, because I am doing this by the month. So, and then you can go back and forth. So if I want, I can use the back as well. So I have it from March. I have April's, and I have May. This one's ongoing. So I write down the books. I write down when I finish the books and then my star rating. And so far, March is my most read books. Because in January, I only read one. February, I think it was 3. So you're not going to see a whole lot of books going on. I think my total from January to April was maybe like 20 books or something. So it's not going to be a lot. But I want to give you my thoughts on them and my ratings and all that kind of stuff. So that's a separate video. Right now we're going to get into my journaling. So I am going to clear up some area. And in the next view, you'll be seeing my physical journal. So, see you in a moment. Okay, let's get started. And please ignore my nails. They're gross, I know. It's fine. So this is my journal. If you saw my previous videos, if you're from there, it's the same color. Yeah, I need to do my nails. I need to clean my nails. Like, I have to clean my nails like daily, so they're always looking gross. So I love this, I think it's called Fossey journals. I love the little cat, and I love purple. My next one for next year is gonna actually be blue. So yeah, let's get into it. So this is the inside. This is just my cover page. I just put a little note, 2020. Oh, that came with the photo. 2026 reading journal. I just went simple. All right, let's get into the next page, which is, okay, making sure you're in. Cool. So this is just simple. I have a goals page. I'm not going to be updating anything. That'll be another time. because I think I can update a couple more. So I have about 6 goals. Mine are to read 12 new to me ebooks. So I just gave myself something simple. So far, I'm almost done with that. Or I might be actually already done. I don't know. And then I have number 2 is read 40 physical new to me books, which I'm not too sure where I'm at on that one yet. And then I have listened to 5 audiobooks. So far, it's only 1. I haven't listened to anything else. And then I have number 4, which is read at the park about 6 times in the year. And actually, I've done that 3 times already. So we're good, on track. I have finished 3 book challenges. So we'll get into that when I get to the challenges. And then take a me plus book day. So pretty much, it's probably going to be weekends. So I'm just going to take either my e-reader, take a physical book, and just go out by myself without my daughter and her dad. And then I have my key. So I did this in 3 different types. So I have this, which is the type, which is, physical paper, physical hard, meaning paperback, hardcover, audio, ebook, which is ebooks that are mine and ebooks that are ARCs. So I have that one. I have it by the month. And then I have it by genres and subgenres. So, yep. And there's actually a lot more, but I just went with these ones. So a lot of them I'm going to consider probably like dark romance, like mafia stuff. But I just went with what I could think of at the time. And then I have my ratings. This is how I do my ratings. So first, if I get a 1 star, it wasn't good. Like, to me, it was not good. I couldn't get past my percentage, which I give a book about maybe 30% until I DNF it, if I can't get into it. Sometimes I will push through it and see if it gets better. That's my thing. Sometimes I don't like to DNF book. Number 2, it was it means I was just slowly getting bored with it. Like, I might have passed the 30%, but by maybe 70%, it's still not enjoyable for me. I have 3, which was alright, but it was still missing something. Like, I was enjoying it, but it's like I wasn't enjoying it at the same time, 3.5, it was almost a 4, but I was slowly losing probably interest in it. Sorry for your shaking. I'm trying not to shake it. And number 4 was a good read. It gave me some good emotions. Like, maybe I laughed. Maybe I was getting angry at certain situations. Maybe I was going to cry. Didn't cry, but I felt like it. 4.5 it's almost a 5. So it was something like, it gave me the emotions, but it's something I'm like okay with putting down and coming back to. If that makes sense. And number 5, it gave me everything. I got the emotions. I did not want to put it down. And if I had to put it down, it just meant that I was thinking about it. I'm like, I want to pick this back up. That's my thoughts. And it's just some cute little washi tapes, some stickers. And then we have my book graveyard, which, I thought that was cute. I only have 1. It was a 2 star for me, but I only got to 40% before I gave up. It was just not my cup of tea. It's good writing and it sounds how, but it's just one where I could not get into the characters and the story. For me, I saw the reviews and everybody loved it, but it was just not me. And then something I need to update, because I'm past 17. This is my book goal, which is right here at 125. I just continue with it. And pretty much this one, I am doing it, I believe, by the month. So I just colored in. I messed up right here, by the way. You can tell. But, just color in once I finish a book. And I'm actually I think right here or something. So I need to do that. Some cute little stickers. Some washi. And then I have my books of the month. So I have, this is my book for January, which I only read 1, and it was a 5 star. So these are my 5-star reads. I have, you know, February. There, it's not perfect, but you know, this is just something for me, so whatever. And then I had 2 books for March, because I love both of these. But see, these 2 stickers are matte stickers, and then this is from my camera sticker. Like, I don't think I have a one of those phone cameras. So I have this. So that's what this one is. But I bought some regular printer sticker paper, so I'll be using those later on. And then some cute washi tapes. So I'm learning how to do washi, but it's just it is. And then I have my arcs, which I'm behind on filling out. Like, I'm going to do a lot more. Like, I just signed up for a whole lot on NetGalley. They're pending. So we'll see which ones I get approved for, which I'm not. And I already have a couple, which the due dates are not until July. So I have time. I say that now, but yeah. And I need to go ahead and fill this out. Like I said, I'm behind. And then, yep, my master log. See, I stopped at 20, but I have like a couple more. And then I'll continue. I'm trying to learn Distress ink, and it's not like perfect. It's a still work in progress for me. So I have a couple pages that I'll be doing. I think they call them like Dutch doors or something. But yeah. And then I have my tracker, which I still need to go back and start doing. Like, this is like ones I want to read, and they're going to be new to me. Like, this one is this Castle of Dark Dreams series. That is not a new to me, but I want to reread it. But all these other ones are new to me. So I need to fill this one out, which should fit, hopefully. And I'm using like the little boxes that people do instead of writing each and every book. And then I have 2026 at a glance. So I have all of them. I have everything from Darren. I need to fill out April. And I kind of messed up, which is fine. I have books, I have pages, hours and minutes, paperback, hardcover, ebooks, audio, arcs, and then my ratings, and then DNF. Those are the only ones I could think of. And then, you know, cute washi, did that, yeah. And then I have my 2026 whips at a glance, which is my cross stitching. So same thing. And, oh yeah, so it's here. This is zero, because I have not stitched. And then I made, you know, a whole cover page for challenges. We're getting into my challenges, yay. And then I put a little cute cat, what is those? Like a bookmark kind of thing, but it's the metal. So my first one is my Fandom Stitching Central, which is a cross-stitching Facebook group for cross-stitching challenges. And this is our yearly one. So right now I have a couple more that I need to print out for my challenges. So I put the pictures of all the ones I've done so far, and I put the number, because they're not going to be like in an order. I'm just printing them out, sticking them, but I'll put the number, and then these are the prompts. So let me see. Number 9 was a book with a green cover. Number 11 was Lives Off Blood. Technically, they lived off blood for a short while until she cured them. Technically, I can pick a different like a vampire book, but I'm gonna keep with that one. Number 6, about second chances. It's in the title. Lady Courtney's Second Chance. Number 21 was a wizard or witch. It's witches. Number 14, which is undergoes a transformation. So this one was about a grim reaper who, once you enter his realm, everything is like dark and gloomy and everything. But once he meets his life mate, everything starts changing. His environment, there's grass growing, and yeah, so he went through a tremendous transformation. Number 17 was Costume Party, which also you can just do whatever they do costumes. And this is a theme park, like a fantasy theme park for adults. So it's Disneyland for adults, but also fantasy, so they dress up in costumes. And then this one was number 24, which is a journey or a trip. So basically her journey is trying to figure out who the heck killed her. And then she is trying to discover what is she going to be doing afterwards. So it was a good one. I liked it. Okay. And then I have my A through Z challenge. I still need to go ahead and fill that out. And then I have my rainbow challenge, which I have some already, but I need to wait until I get colors, because I did not go ahead and, like, you know, what is it? Like measure how many rows I need. So I'm just going to get them while I go, and I need to wait until I have a red one. I need to go in and see if I need an update, and I'm using green for that one. Okay. What's my next one? And then I have my 26 and 2026. So far, I have read 2. Yay. But I'm probably going to be reading another one. Maybe. I don't know. This is just something like I put here. Will I read all of these? Probably not. Will I probably end up pushing them for next year? Possibly. Depending. Because right now, like, this is where all the books I had in the beginning. And I'm collecting more and more books. So, we'll see. And I won't go through all of them. But you've probably seen a lot of these. Like, they have been mentioned in many. Oh, my nose. In many. Sorry, that would be my dog if you heard her. She's barking at someone. And then my next one is my challenges is vampires. I want to read 12 vampire books. So, and then I want to read 12 shifter books. So it could be any type of shifter. It could be dragon shifters. It could be dragons, gargoyles, aliens, anybody who shifts from something to a human. That's what I'm going for. And yeah, I found these and I put them there. It's cute. And then I have the year goober. So I have all the prompts right here, and then I was going and I got like a little, you know, bakery thing, and then I got every of the, what is it called? I'm trying to think, what is it called? The pastries or the breads. And then whichever book I choose, I will put them there. So there's that. And I still need to do April's, and then I have May's. And then I'm going to probably be doing June's. So, yeah. So it'll be for a slot. And I printed out all the pastries for both prompts to see which one I'm going to use. So I have that one waiting. And then I have the Adventures in Aldia. Like, I'm there, but like I'm not one of those participants. So my first official year that I am going to be doing this will be next year. Like, really get into it. Like, right now I'm just learning, how do you do this? What do you do? And I also got myself a new journal. Let me see if I can get it. For just Aldia, which will be in this one. So it's cute. It has like a castle. So I'm gonna use that. So I have right now, I have the map, and then I'm just going to get a highlighter and do it. So I have my February. I have to print out this one for March, and then I need to go ahead and read my book for this one. Like right now, like it's going to be out of order. Like I'm not caught up. And then I got to figure out what I'm doing in for May, and then I'm just going to write the book title right there, and then print out the book covers and put them along the way, wherever I can put them. So I have that. Book covers go here and over here. I put the other. So it's just a work in progress. Like, I'm not going to stick to how it looks, but I just did what I could. This one was for it's like a, what is this? Once Upon a Year readathon. So you do it, they do it in quarters. We're in the second quarter, which I need to update, and same thing. I need to put all my books. Am I really in that group? I have the Discords for all of these, but I'm still like learning how you're supposed to be doing them. So like, and I'm late to everything. So, and I love how I did this. So I will probably continue and start officially next year. That's my thoughts. So this is everything from all the quarters. If I can open this. And then I have, you know, same thing, TBR-a-thon, and I'm doing the TBR Explorer. So I was just going to go pick books and then put them in my TBR Explorer gallery. I haven't really done this one. It's fine. I might still do it. Like, I want to like pick out a genre. So, you know, go with romance, go over here, romance, read a romance. Setting, pick a setting, read like that. So something like that. Same thing. So I'm just going to go into each category, pick the one, and then go over here to the prompts, and then just put them there. So hopefully I'm able to start that in the second half of, so like in June. And then I have my bookshelf. Ooh, sorry. This is very, very ugly created, but you know what? I was kind of in a hurry, but I did this. It was cute. And I like all these little stickers, which I want to get another sticker thing from, what is this called? Soto Studio. I want to get another Alice in Wonderland because I started using them, but I want it for next year. And yep, here I need to catch up. And I think that one, let me look at my key. Which one was I doing for key? I think I was doing, yeah, these are genres. So all the genres are going to be colored, and I'm not putting the titles. And then I have a yearly reading challenge, like my challenge tracker. So I need to cross off those. And yep. And then I didn't end up doing this one, which was the Greekathon. I just didn't have time for that. So, yep. And then I have my page tracker. So I need to update here, but yeah, I did some pretty good on my pages. And then we have my monthly tracker. I like to pick these stickers, by the way. I like how I did this, except for it didn't come out like that, and I should not have done the end like that. But whatever, I'm learning. I'm learning everything. Okay, so this is January. So what I did was like kind of like a bookshelf type thing. So this is my favorite book, which is Wicked Edge. It was a 5-star read. I have it right here. This is on the top, so all the books. I put the information, the author, and when I read them. I have February, and I also started putting chapters. I liked that. So yep, all the books I read, and then my favorite book. And it's actually right here too. And then I have to do March, my little thing. So in March, I read all of these books, and these are all my whips. And this is how I was tracking things. I was doing it by the whips and physical, arcs, ebooks, and audio. And I wasn't really loving it. So it did change a bit. So I did 6 whips, so 6 cross stitchings. I did read 13 books. About 4,525 pages, and then I did 1,510 stitches. And then I was in the Realmathon, which was a fun. I was Team Mages. We had a total of 285.45 points, which was fun. I did all the prompts. I was putting book covers. I think there was more books, but yeah, you know. I like how I was doing these, so am I going to continue? Yes. I'm part of a Facebook group, which is the Reader Society, or no, Tortured Reader Society. And we get like it's also a readathon, and you get into like 1 of 3 groups. and I was in the plots of gold. So I did, you know, a cute little pot, some gold, and then all the books I read. They do a bingo, which I need to start doing again because I like doing bingo boards. I was doing pretty good on my bingo board. And then I got into April. I did something a little bit different. These are all the books I read in April. I put the stars. I put my favorites up here. They were bigger. It's cute. And then I was doing it. Each book had its own color and it had the information. And I wasn't doing any stitching, so there's no stitching. But yep, that was how I was doing it. So if it has an X, so like here is the forward. I started here. I didn't read any of those, but then I picked it up again on the 21st. And then I put an X of where I ended. So if it doesn't exactly connect, start to finish, that just means like I just read it on that day and then I picked it up a different day. And then that's it. That is everything in my physical journal. Whew, that was a lot. So there's that one. And I will be taking you on a journey into my digital journal next. Hope you enjoyed that one. See you in a second. Okay, so we're about to get into my digital journal. You might not be told, it might not be totally in frame. I will work on that another time. I'm sorry. But let's kind of open it up. This is my cover screen. Oh, I have to take it off screen so I can see me. So here we are. And let's go ahead into my journal. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, something going on. So this is my 2026 reading journal. I created everything myself. So this is the cover page and everything. I got all these pictures from Pinterest, so these are not my artwork. I just thought it was cute. I might try something different. This is also just for me personally as well. So let's go ahead. Everything is hyperlinked as well. So like if I press on this little cute little dude, it takes me back to this one. If you see the cat, it takes me back to the index. And then each one has the little photo because I'm doing it by the little character instead of actually putting the titles. So we're gonna start with my bookshelf. So right now I can just click on that. See, it has a little index person right there. Okay, sorry. So I am doing this by the color of the cover. So these are all this is my bookshelf and these are all the books I read. I'm not putting titles. I'm just coloring it as the book cover color. So let's go back up. Oh, actually, no. Next up is my 2026, my year in pixels. This is a photo from Pinterest from, I think it was Journal Say, maybe? I'm not too sure. But it's not my own. I need to figure out how to do that. And then so the same thing. I'm doing it by the color of each month. And then just marking down what I read. All right. And then we have this spread. So we have my current read, my library, my mini review series. And then I have all of the little ones right here. So I have my current read. So this is everything I'm reading currently. I have not updated it. It will be updated by the end of May. So a May wrap up. I might go and do that. So I have my about 6 books. I can always create a new page if I need more. But right now, currently, when I set this up, which was beginning of May, I was at 23 books. I was at 8,008 pages. And my reading goal is 125 and 40K. So I put a progress bar of where I'm at in my reading goal. So I'm at, well, about 18%. And then I have a to-do list of everything I want to do. So like I need to create my TBR for the month, do my spreads, record book content, write reviews, and check my ARC books and read. And then my current readathons plus my next readathon. So I have Escape the Readathon, Goober Readathon, Ever After, and Mafia. And then soon I'll probably add for the Amazing Race one. And if I need to go back, I can also do that. And it takes me back to this page. And then I can go to my library. So this is my library. This is all the books I read so far. And everything is linked. So it'll take me straight, if I click on it, it will take me straight to a book review page, which I haven't done yet. And then if I click on this little cute guy, it takes me back to this one. So same thing. If I go to page 2, all the books I read, if I click into this one, it takes me here. But then if I click on the little cute guy, it takes me back to my page. And if I click on the index, it'll take me back to the front. So, and then if I click on this one, the little tiger, it will take me back to this page. So back to my library. I left all of these, all the library, like all the little frames blank and without doing it, because I actually bought, I think it's like a romance sticker book type thing, digital, where it has colored stars. So I'm using those. So yeah. So there we go. Hopefully you can see as much as you can. So let's go back to that one. That was my library. So that's all. My library is really for new books. Now, if I'm rereading a book, I have a mini review. So I created that. So these are all the books like I've already read before, and I can just go ahead and put them there. It has a small thing of a mini review, my rating, spice, what kind of book it was, the pages, everything. And then same thing. So like if I'm over here on this page and I want to get back to the front, I just got to do that. Hit the little. I go back to the beginning, bam. But yeah, so like when I do my the library, I think and I go over here and I have all this. I have my summary, I have my review, I have my favorite quote, tropes, characters. Like, so it's an in-depth book review page. And then I can add like little pictures like here and there for like an actual like book review page if I want to do that. Or let me go back here. If I go to notes, I have this blank page. And I can go ahead and copy this page and then paste it onto after like my book review. So if I go here and I copy this page, I go back to the index and then my review tracker, go to like say here, over here, and then I just go here and then add a page. We're going to paste after and then bam. And then I can make like a collage page. So it's very, very fun. So this is just the way I want to do it. This is what I'm liking so far. I might tweak it a little later on. And then I have my series overview. So I have everything blank. And you see there's a little guy. So each one it takes me to a series overview. Title, the author, how many books are in there, the genre, the progress bar. This is my start and finish. Summaries, favorite quotes, favorite moments, and then a picture of the series. Like, so I can go into Canva and get all the books and make a little collage of them and put them there. And then if you go scroll to the next page, I can put all the books here. And then what I can do is the same thing. I can go ahead and copy this page and add another if there is more than what I need. Because I have 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 20 books. Some series have more than 20. And then once I'm done, I can just click the little guy here and it takes me back to the front. But I only did it for this many series because like I said, I was limited on how many I can do. So there's no numbers. But I have a good enough for about 16 series if I want to do that. All right, let's go back to the index. So we reviewed my review tracker. Now we're going to do my monthly, yearly tracker. So I have a calendar. Here's my calendar. It has all the months, so it'll highlight where I'm at. So if I go to February, there. March, April, May, June. And then I can always go back with a little fairy and go back to the calendar. And it takes me back here. So I have everything here. I also can just go ahead and scroll that way, or if not, if I'm too lazy to just do that, because like after in January, there's my monthly readathons. Same thing here. I can copy and paste a new page for as many readathons I want to do. If I want to do a collage, put all the books, same thing. Afterwards is my monthly TBR. So these are all my potential reads for that month. So I have that. And then put all the star ratings. And then I actually have my monthly reads. What did I actually read? Because what if I read something that wasn't on my monthly TBR? I read something else. I could put that here. And then the same concept, I can go ahead and copy page and paste a new one if I need to, and the links will still work. And then afterwards, I have my monthly wrap up. So this is like my favorite book, and then my second to third favorites, my favorite quotes. What are my thoughts throughout January? What did I feel? And then I have number of books, number of hardbacks, number of arcs, number of pages, number of paperback. I know it's kind of like everywhere. Number of DNFs, hours, minutes, ebooks, and days. How many days did I actually read? And every time I don't feel like just scrolling on, I just go back to the little fairy. And I have them here. I have my readathon page, go back, monthly TBR, go back, monthly read, go back, monthly wrap up, go back. And they all have the months on them as well. So you can skip around. So go to May, bam, so far. And then I have my mid-year wrap up. So I have two. So this is mid-year wrap up for this one. It goes from January, February. And then I have like a little cute little reflection. And then if we go to the next page, it has for July through December. Same thing. And then I have go back to the little fairy. I have my yearly stats. So this is everything from January, and I have all the way to total. So it brings it back up. So I have my books. How many did I read in each month? Pages, hours, and then I have my hardback, paperback, e-reader, audio, my ARGs, how many did I DNF, and then I went with 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, and then the last one is 5 stars. And that was that one. And then I have my end of the year wrap up. So this is something a little bit different. This is where I catalog what was my favorite book, what did I think was the prettiest cover, what made me laugh the most, what made me mad, what made me cry, what was my longest book, my shortest book, my favorite series, and my favorite couple. And then I have those. Okay. So that was like my different. It's different than the mid-year wrap-up. And then I have the next one, which I can just click here, and it'll take me to my challenges. So I have a 50 book challenge. Oh, shoot. Uh-oh. Which I'm not sure why it's not working. I'll have to figure that out. Something went off. But yeah, if we go on, all that stuff works. So I have a 50 book challenge. I have a 100 book challenge. I have my 200 book challenge. So it continues. Will I do any of all of these? Probably not. It's just something like I thought, oh, okay, this probably is cool. What if I want to do one of them? I could do it. And I put the book covers and you just put the little books. Or these are not, you're going to put the book covers. You're going to just color them in. I have my A to Z challenge, which I can color it in, or I put the little book colors. And then I have some extras, which was, there was a number on the title. It was one word title, animal on the cover, or color in title. So like I have like one that's like Red Riding Hood or something. Or one of my shifters that has a wolf on it. Stuff like that. And then I have my rainbow challenge. So the basic colors plus pastels, I don't know, I just put a burgundy, beige, and then foiling on the book. And then I have bingo. So you can put the prompts and then put the book covers or whatever. You can copy and paste this as you go. And then I have my book of the year challenge. So, you know, put all your books. So I think this is like the book brackets. And then afterwards, it's just notes that you can put anywhere else. So that was everything in my, my reading journal. So those are both of my reading journals. So that was the end of that. Let me go back and you'll be seeing my pretty face. Well, I'm back. And yep, like I said, those were my 2 reading journals. And like I said, that digital one, it was a work in progress because as you probably saw, for some reason my links weren't working for the challenges. So I will probably have to go back and fix that. And then redo everything again. Which would be a pain in my butt. Sometimes I don't have to. I just have to go and then just scroll. It's fine. Or I can go and create a new one. So it's up to me how I want to do that. It's my reading journal. But if you ever think about and you like the style of how I did it, just let me know and then I can send you a free one. I don't care. I'm not right now into like selling stuff. This is not even my artwork. So like the artwork for like the backgrounds, that's all in Pinterest. So I might go later on and go onto those free photo websites and then create from there. But as right now, everything is just personal use for me. So I hope you enjoyed that. This very, very long video. And I hope you go ahead and if you did enjoy it, I hope you do like this video and I hope you do subscribe if you haven't already. So thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys at the end of May for my May wrap up. But also I should have a video going out for what I read from January to April. So that should be coming off a bit later as well. And then let me know, what are you currently reading? What kind of content do you would like to see? Because I'm still learning so much. Like, so what kind of content is like you would be interested in seeing here that I can do? Because I would like to learn as much as I can to get as good as I've seen like everybody else does. Because everybody does such great work and I love watching their episodes. All right, so thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.